Royal Palm Beach Strikers soccer meeting, July 16th, 2019.
Please stand for the pledge. Pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you.
Alrighty. Call to order, 6:30 p.m. Vanessa Donadio,
Here.
Corinne Corbacero,
Here.
Sean O'Connor,
Yep.
Amy Santiago,
Here.
Fernando Casal. And we're waiting on Village Liaison, who's sitting in for Cheryl today, and I'm Mal Hassan. Every previous month's minutes, Vanessa had, Corinne had sent them out.
Made corrections.
and-
Sent another one out today.
Everybody was able to review those? All right, any objections to accepting and approving those? Okay, can we have a motion to accept and approve?
Motion to accept the minutes from, what month would that be? June? June's meeting?
Any opposed? Already, the June's minutes are accepted and approved. President's report, registration for the fall season is currently underway. We're about halfway to where we would like to be, with about a month left. So for all of our late bloomers, hopefully they pick up the pace and they start registering. That's really all that I have in the president's report. Treasurer's report, Amy?
Okay, beginning balance for the checking account, recreational was $9,813.98. Ending balance $9,011.86. The savings started with $30,151.22, ended with $30,152.71.
Motion to accept. Checking account balance ending $9,011.86. Savings account ending $30,152.71.
Second.
Any opposed? Nope. Alrighty, we will accept and approve the treasurer's report for the recreation program for the month of June, end of June. DLC report, nothing to say there. Registrar referee report, Shanoy, if you can step up.
Showed up for a reason.
Happy birthday, man.
Thanks.
Oh, happy birthday.
Thank you.
I didn't bring you anything, sorry.
All right.
Just complaints.
Shocker.
Anything that you would like to contribute to the board meeting regarding registrar or referee?
Referee class should be opened in August. It's gonna be online. There's gonna be a component from, they've revamped that yet again. So they're gonna be taking the class online, doing their testing, and then in order for them to get their patch, which is their approval, they're gonna have to attend the field clinic before, and that's where they'll actually get their final thing. And just so for all referees, there is a field clinic that's scheduled on August 17th, Saturday, August 17th here in Royal Palm.
All right, if you want to go ahead and post that on
Yeah, I'll send-
my social media, and then we'll also put it on the website.
Yep.
Is that for research or?
For research and for our existing referee, it's just going to be, it's an all-encompassing. So ideally, actually, what we'd like to do is to, I'm still trying to work out the details with the person that's running it. If possible, one of the things we'd like to do is probably have like a scrimmage match. Maybe if the competitive teams want to have a scrimmage on that Saturday morning.
All right.
And that way. Now, the only difference with that is that they're going to be probably referees kind of rotating in and out. So,
All right.
but it's a scrimmage, so who really?
All right. Do we have to pay for that?
No. I mean, we're not.
Just want to make sure.
Yeah, no. It's just it's for the referees mainly. So.
All right.
Do you have the place set yet and or times?
I'm going to try to get it obviously at Catsfield, if not Seminole, but I'll, as soon as I finalize the details, but I know the date is definitely August 17th, which will be the first week the kids are back in school, which I believe is the 12th, if I'm not mistaken.
Right, yes.
Yeah.
So really, we shouldn't have any vacation issues per se then.
Okay,
Most of our referees are school-age kids.
all right. And,
That be the only one?
That's
I'm
gonna be the only one for August right now. There's gonna be others in Palm Beach County, but they may be in Gardens, Jupiter, Boca.
Because we'll be at the
Can you
FPSL.
email us the, if they want to take the online test or whatever?
The online class is gonna be on the same website, but I'll send you guys all the stuff. I'll send
Yeah,
it back.
just to verify.
Yep, it's FSR dash.
all right, and this is kind of, there's a lot of things that have been going on, like the last 2 months have been, I've just about had it. I mean, I'm at my wit's end with a bunch of things.
With referees.
No, not referees, but unfortunately, I would like to change some things with the referees to kind of get control back of what needs to be taken in control, and I'm going to request, and I know the board feels the same way about this, because we've discussed this in the last couple of board meetings. If a referee has any association with another club, whether they're a player, a board member, a coach at any other club, they are not to referee on our fields from here on out.
Okay, that's, but the player part is,
You know, and
Only
here, and
because,
here's my thing, because I went back and forth with this for a little bit. Players and families have a choice where they'd like to play. Well, you know what? We should have a choice on who we want refereeing our games and who we want to provide income to in our program. I want to support the people that support our program. And, you know, these kids that give to our program, and that's awesome, and they remain loyal with our program. And, you know, I love these kids that are actually playing and refereeing, or they finish, they age out, they come back. I mean, here, take your son and his friend, and, you know, all these kids, they've stopped, they've come back, and they referee over here. That's how I want it to be. And I don't want any, and the reason for this, Shinoy, several reasons, but one of the main things is I don't want even the perception of any hidden agendas. When you come to our field, it's because you either have a job to do or because you want to enjoy soccer and watch your kid play. Other than that, there's no reason for you to be at our fields. And, you know, this whole nice guy thing that I've been doing for years, it's going to stop. And, you know, when we have clubs in our area that are holding practice sessions for contracted players during the season, prior to tryouts, and then those players, so in a sense, they're poached. And when the DOC of that club admits that that was going on, like, nothing is done though. It's no big deal. And then we have another DOC that sends his coach to play in little pickup games over here while he's recruiting, and we've lost 5 kids from one team to that team that coach, just ironically, that comes to our field to scrimmage around. No more. That's it. And, you know, somewhere down here, you know, I'm taking it a step further. You know what? At the end of the day, Royal Palm Beach Strikers is being permitted these fields. Okay, we have these fields from 5 o'clock to 9 o'clock, Monday through Friday, on Saturdays, you know, for our rec programs or whatever. Therefore, we are the 100% in charge of who is able to use the fields. We are permitted to use those fields. I don't care who it is. If they are not involved in our program, doing something related to our program, there's no reason for our program to be allowing these people to use our fields or do anything on our fields You know, this whole nice thing, oh, we'll scoot over so you guys can do this and that. No. Go to Wellington, do that. Go to Elite, do that. Go to all these other programs that want to go around stealing kids from programs. Go do it on their fields. Why are we going to be, and then what? And then every year our fields get closed down because they're beat to crap? Because everybody and their mother's on them? Well, so all these clubs protect their fields by sending kids over here to beat the hell out of our fields? No, that's, and again, I'm getting off topic. All I wanted to say was, if you are involved in any other program, you will not referee in this program. And that's it. It's not even up for discussion.
But just my thing is, I don't believe right now that we have enough referee.
We'll find them. We'll find them.
So that's the only thing I was saying.
And you know what? And you know
we
what,
need to
Shinoy?
push more of our kids to do.
But you know what? At the same time, maybe we don't have enough referees because they feel like they're not making enough money because they're not being assigned enough games. Well, now, you know what? We might attract more people because they can make more money being here longer, getting more games, instead of getting a game here, game here, game here. And then the audacity, that's probably the better word to use, the audacity of some of these people to come wearing a competing program's gear to referee. Are you kidding me? Yes. 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 And so that's it. And again, this isn't on you. I mean, you have nothing to do with that. But like I said, this isn't something we're going to even negotiate. This isn't something we're going to say, what if, or how about we do this, or how about we do that. No, we're just not going to have it.
Okay. Well, the only thing I got to say, though, is that clinic, though, on August 17th is open to any referee in the state, though.
The clinic is open to, it's a clinic. That's a different scenario. But no people involved in other programs will make money off of this program again. That's it. Not going to use our fields anymore either.
Yeah, well,
It is what it is. I mean, if I'm speaking out of line, somebody step up now on this, because this has been discussed for the last several months. And it's gotten to a point where this is the Wild West. Telling one of the FYSA people today, this has become the Wild West down here. There's no rules. Nobody follows rules down here. Nobody gives a crap. It's like, you know what? There's some kids, you know what? Let's make 4 teams in one age group so that we can take kids from another, from another program. Okay, is that all about the kids, or is that all about making money? To have 4 teams in one age group, seriously. To have 4 teams in one age group, is that about the kids, or is that about making money when 2 of those teams aren't even competitive teams?
I will say for youth soccer, and it's pretty much that, but that's what it's become many years ago. It has become for the majority of it.
So the nice guy hat comes off, and you know what? I will become a businessman just like every other DOC in the area. And that's it. It is what it is. Alrighty, anything else for Shinoy regarding referees or anything like that? And again, Shinoy, this isn't on you. I mean, I'm just saying this is the way we're going to do things.
My thing is for that is that we need to motivate or push or our program kids to become referees, because that's the
absolutely
because I just based on last year's, and the numbers were down all over for referees in general. So I'm just saying. I don't have a problem with, like the adults or anything. I just mindful of the kids, because there's just not, like I said, just knowing the numbers. We need to get more referees. And it's basically what I'm
saying that we're in desperate need of referee. We're in need of, not desperate need, but need of referees. And the online courses, blah blah blah, and the clinic, with all the information.
All right, just send that out, and we'll push it. We'll push it forward.
Okay. Just not something. So for you guys individually, like I know Fernando does it, and not saying nobody else doesn't do it, but I know because Fernando is a referee.
Right.
It just we need more referees, and that's the way it is.
I'm just thinking if a kid in our program wants a referee, and maybe he isn't up to referee, now I'm only going to get a game or 2 or this. Maybe it's give him a little bit more incentive. You have an opportunity.
Well, the other thing that you guys can do too is, it's entirely up to the board, is I know you can use your FYSA bucks to order referee kits, and if they are, like, probably, you know, one, I don't know, however you want to make the parameter, one of the kids in the program and stuff like that, I guess if they successfully pass, maybe you guys can order a couple kits or say, here, you know, it kind of offsets some of their cost too for the kid. Like I said, it doesn't, and then they know they're going to be here for games.
We'll figure it out.
So it's
Because,
just one of those things.
because I would hate to give away free items for a kid that then leaves the program and
Yeah,
goes.
I know,
supports
that's what I said, so
another
if you guys
program,
figured
so.
out some way, shape, or form. I mean, that's just an option out there.
Let them
I just think
borrow
we
it.
need to get more of our kids into doing the games.
All right,
Because it would make life a lot easier for me too, I'll be honest with you. And
all right.
Okay.
Okay, anything else for,
the registrars, just all the, you guys saw all the players and coaches and everybody was wiped from the system
Yep.
with their pictures and everything like that, so that's just the big thing now. So the only thing I would say is please don't re-upload an old picture, just
all right.
obviously, I mean, that's
We're,
common sense, but I know, I've seen it where, not here, but other places where people are doing it.
I've gone through and I've verified everything that was sent to you, so whatever you have is legit now with regards to, you know,
Yeah,
who's
so
in,
I
who's
think we only
out.
have,
We've got about, I'd say maybe about 6 or 7 kids that should be completed by the end of this week.
oh, completed by the end, okay.
Yeah.
I think there's only 2 kids that I saw that, and I looked at it just before I got here, that weren't verified. I think on both of those you had notes saying that you're waiting, you're waiting for their document. I think one kid had to order
I have a
their,
girl,
and
and
boy.
the boy, he's got his birth certificate he ordered.
Yeah, so that's, I think that's the only 2
And all the
there.
other ones were certified today.
Everybody else should be, the,
Because as of last night, I looked, and there were the
yeah,
ones
I
that
mean,
were
I looked at it
related.
as of this
The
afternoon.
girl, is the girl the U15 girl?
Yes.
Wasn't she, it was, oh, okay, all right.
So I'm pretty sure, like I
I
said.
thought that was, that's not the Gardens one, was it? That came from Gardens?
Lucy Single, she's good.
All right.
So yeah, just to like, I want to say 2 players that I saw. Plus, I don't know whatever else you have finishing up this week, but
All right.
2 players.
Well, that's competitive stuff anyways.
Yeah, sorry, I mean,
That's good. And the fee for play registrations for rec.
that's, all the player registration fees went up, crap.
So I want to say, one of them stayed the same, the other went up a dollar,
They
didn't
all-
it?
They all went up $1.
Okay, I thought rec stayed the same and competitive went up a
Everybody
dollar or
went up
something?
$1. It was just,
Alright.
and then I think next year it goes up. So the fee actually went up, let's say $1.25. I don't, just,
Alright.
don't quote me, but an FY say 8 to 25 cents, just make it easier. And
All right,
$1 they went up, and that wasn't raised by Florida, that was nationwide, so,
all right.
that's about it.
All right, and thank you for staying on top of all the stuff. I know we're kind of like throwing things at you.
Yeah,
We
no, I
appreciate
just,
you
I've been,
staying up.
believe it or not, traveling a lot for soccer, and
If you notice, I haven't been hounding you because I know you've got other things going on.
so next week I'm
All right.
going to Kansas, and then 2 weeks after that, it's back here in Orlando.
All righty, thank you, Shanoy. Any open comments from membership? All right.
Well,
moving-
wait, Fernando wants to make a motion. Nobody gets these keys except for board members.
Yep, I think on that.
All right.
Well, we need a board decision.
All righty, Sean, prior to the meeting, had handed out some keys to the board members for the gate and for the concession stand. And if somebody would like to make, I guess, a motion that, whatever, go ahead and make whatever the motion is.
These keys are only to be possessed by board members.
Motion to accept board
Motion to accept that.
Current
only
board members.
Current board members only get the keys to the concession stand.
All
I
right.
think on that.
All righty, no opposition, all righty, approved. All righty.
Thank you,
Sean's
Fernando.
off the hook.
Yep.
All righty, unfinished business. Academy night, we've been bouncing that around. It's time to put up or shut up, I guess, because this is gonna have to happen. If it does happen, it happens. If it doesn't, it doesn't. My thought was having an academy night on Friday nights. We can either incorporate it into the existing fee for recreation, or we can charge, $10 a person, if they attend. And we can have the competitive coaches and the rec coaches out there. Be a good way to evaluate the kids, be a way to make a couple of extra dollars for the program in addition for that. If that's something you guys want to go with in that direction, let's do it. If not, we can reconsider it for the spring season. So, would you guys rather wait and plan this out better for the spring season?
I mean, if we, instead of doing it each time, if we just make it like a monthly fee?
Have
it's not
a
like-
monthly,
I would,
Every 2 weeks.
that might be.
I'd make it $5 a week, make it cheap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
I
was-
agree
If
with
they're
that.
cheap and if people show, they show, they don't, they don't. I mean, we did that years ago. And it was $5 a week. And you showed up and you paid your $5 and the kids got a practice or, they did training with them.
Oh, that's the Friday night.
The Friday night stuff.
parents, something like that. The father dropped the kids and
Yeah, it was
Basically,
babysitting
that was-
service,
It was basically a
absolutely.
babysitting service. We gave them pizza and stuff, didn't we?
Well,
Is that what it was?
We did that one time.
Pizza thing?
We did it a couple times. I'm talking even before we were on the board. They,
Well,
Artie
hire
and
the
them,
people.
Artie and them all did that. They did Friday night soccer and they charged $5 a pop and then the kids, there was no pizza or nothing, but.
I'm gonna, the more I think about this, let's just shelf that.
Well, you really need to
until
get
we plan it,
the
because
competitive
we
coaches
have
on
to have-
board and have a plan.
And the problem, and I'm thinking, at least from a personal standpoint, and I know there's 2 other coaches in the program, this during high school season, and Friday nights are high school
Yeah.
games, so there's no way.
Maybe that's a
I know
spring
I won't
thing.
be at- So it might be, have to be a spring thing. Alrighty, AGM, Amy has been in charge of coordinating the AGM. And Amy, do you have anything you'd like to discuss, or?
No, I mean, everybody's registered, hotels are reserved, so we just gotta, once they have the schedule of what classes there are, I guess you'll look and see if there's anything pertinent that any of us need to go to, I suppose.
No.
I see a hand in the crowd.
Yes.
we're going from
Open comments is over?
Sorry, I'm not gonna take time. I just want you guys to know that there's a lot of stuff that's on the proposal for the rules changes and stuff like that. I know you guys missed the Region A AGM, but there's a lot of important stuff happening. And it'd
Hey,
be-
just out of curiosity, and I had sent one of the FYSA folks this, why would anybody in their right mind schedule a Region A AGM during the week of tryouts? I mean, what?
So part of it is for the majority of us that are on the board, we have to be away for the rest of the month, pretty much in June.
Well, the way I thought it was,
so-
I was figuring because most of the clubs stole players from the clubs that follow the rules prior to the tryouts really didn't mean anything to them. So that's why they all
I can
attended.
tell you, I know for it, part of it was somewhat accommodating some of us that were on the board that had to
Accommodate the poachers, that's cool.
travel around the rest of the country for.
Now, remember who wanted to make it a quick meeting?
I think that's one of the reason. But I couldn't say.
Anything,
I didn't think
anything
that.
glaring that we should know, that
So-
seems to be a hot topic?
Well, the whole rules and procedures and the bylaw changes are all they're all up. The board is the strategic plan for the board was to have all those things, because if you look in, right now the rules and bylaws for FYSA is about this thick, and there's stuff in one section that contradicts the other section, and just in another section. Anyways, so there is a proposal to get those. We hired an outside consultant from who has a lot of experience with soccer, and he basically started from scratch, and he condensed the rules to what's necessary, what's important, and then he made a policy and procedure manual. So all these things are very important. My personal opinion, and I think it's a good thing to approve those changes, but you guys. My point is, you should read it. You should be aware of what's going on, and that thing. And then the other side of it, I'm running for re-election, so
All right,
you guys go. Appreciate your vote. If not,
all right.
good luck.
And what
I don't really make-
position?
Leave the
That's
envelope
Didn't we
on
vote
your
for you
chair when you
last
go.
year?
VP of
No, not
rules,
Me, I'm going for VP of competition again.
VP of competition again, all right.
But anyways, I don't, as far as I know,
Are
nobody
there,
else.
do you know if they made any proposals for larger clubs being able just to take players that are under contract from smaller clubs?
So, one
And I
of the,
just was wondering if that's gonna just become like a rule now, since nobody enforces it. I don't,
well, one of the things is for the clubs is to really reconsider the 15-mile rule, because that's almost non-enforceable. And that's part of the issue. The big clubs taking, I mean, the best, through traveling the state, what I've told the clubs, like some of the clubs feel like, the smaller clubs feel like they have no say or anything. So what I've told them is you may want to form, like, not necessarily an alliance, but a coalition. And this doesn't have to be for players or anything like that, but if you're usually the small clubs have the same interest and the larger clubs have the same interest, usually. So if, for example, your club, let's say, what's the other small club here? Palm Beach, not Predators, Nomads. They're now a small club. Team Boca is a small club. Not Team Boca, what is it, ISA, whatever the heck they are. Anyways, small club. You guys kind of get together and you have the same consensus in certain thing, whatever it is, you'd have a better say than just Royal Palm trying to battle it on its own, or Nomads trying to battle whatever it is on their own. So that kind of thing. So it doesn't have to be an alliance for players or whatever, like, to form teams or whatever. It just has to be you have a shared interest or something like that. So that's my recommendation for it, because you'll be surprised. You go through the state and
I found it interesting also. Wasn't there some kind of proposal dealing with votes? Basically, there was something with voting powers or
no.
number
So
of votes?
all that's what it is. It's the whole goal, or the idea was to reduce the board of FYC, because right now there's 19 board members, and it seems kind of somewhat ineffective, because we have to
But
be
wasn't there something with
changing the numbers of the votes.
changing number?
Yeah,
Was
no,
that?
that's not up. I mean, that was a discussion to just essentially make each club with one
Because
vote.
I found that because that was an attempt basically to weaken the smaller clubs, to basically wipe them out.
No,
Cause
because
Oh,
it's
if each
small-
club gets one vote, that weakens the bigger clubs.
yeah. So there was a proposal
No,
for one vote,
because
and then
we're
they wanted to
actually
realign the
very large.
numbers. So
But we're actually considered very large for voting purposes.
for Region A, for Region A North, not essentially in the state. I mean,
No, for.
you got
for the-
TBU, you have TBU, you got, well, Weston is on their demise.
You have, no, but we have more voting power than Wellington does.
Yeah, but if
You know what I'm
if
saying?
every club got one vote, we'd have the same voting power as them. It would weaken us. And it
That's
would,
what,
and then,
but that's what I'm saying, that's what they were trying to do.
yeah,
I know.
At one point, which I'm like, why?
but they're not
Why
doing it
do
anyway.
So those are things that came from membership from certain groups. Like, listen, soccer, what I found from Pensacola to Key West is a lot different. And from Region A itself, it's a lot. Palm Beach does things a lot differently than Miami-Dade. And then Broward does their own thing. So,
I think it's similar to like the crime statistics for the state also. South Florida has all the criminals basically. And,
I'm not gonna.
and apparently
This is going on the greatest hits
apparently
DVD
they
for the
found
board
their way
meetings.
to, and apparently they found their way into DOC positions.
Hey, don't talk about
But,
yourself.
all right, that's it. Anything I say I can back, so I have no filter with regards to any of this. I know I play by the rules with regards to all of these, soccer things, and it's gotten us absolutely nowhere. And it's dog eat dog. Like I said, it's a Wild West down here. And, we shall see. Alrighty, thank you again, Chinoy. Coaching assignments. I am currently still assigning coaches for the recreation program. A lot of it's unusual, a lot of the coaches this season that have coached previously in our rec program, their kids are playing competitive. So we've dropped a bunch of coaches. Risk management, again, this isn't something that's negotiable. This isn't a rule, it's pretty much the law. Background checks, heads-up concussion, and safe sport certification. Coaches, managers, all have to complete that, no exceptions. Thank you guys for all doing that as quickly as you did. That actually was holding up reaffiliation, which was a good thing that FISA did. If everybody didn't complete it, the recertificate, or the reaffiliation would have been held up. New business, goals moved. The village has requested that we have some goals that are within the fenced-in area,
That was done 25 hours ago.
and I hope it wasn't done by you. Because that was my next sentence, where we need people to do it other than John. All right.
Marcus and I did it last night. It's done.
Marcus,
He works for the village.
oh, all right.
Cheryl recruited him, and
Alrighty.
him and I did it yesterday.
Well, thank you, Sean.
Yep,
And,
all done.
Why you don't call me?
I told you, you're my friend, and I want you to remain my friend.
I always want to be your friend anyway.
All right, moving forward, no use of fields to those outside of program during Royal Palm Beach
I heard
permitting. So that was already discussed, and everybody's good with that. Sean?
Oh, motion to adjourn the meeting at 7:01.
All righty, any opposed, or do your thing, motion?
Anybody second?
I second that.
All righty, any
Third.
opposed? All righty, rec program portion adjourned at 7:01 PM. Called to order the competitive portion. President's report. We are in the process still of creating teams. Number of teams still is unknown. Trying to figure out what to do with a number of kids. If we would like to, we're just trying to figure some things out. Treasurer's report.
Okay, for the competitive checking, we started with 11,525.27, ended with $27,045.07. The savings was 10,014.76, ending with $10,015.25. Stipends stayed the same at 1,374 even.
Motion.
Was that $1,003.74?
$1,374.00. That's $13.74 even.
Okay. Motion to accept the checking account balance at $27,045.07. Savings account balance at $10,015.25. And the stipend at $1,374.
I second that.
Any opposed? All right, the treasurer's report for the competitive portion, accepted, improved.
Can I add to that? So we didn't do the transfer of, the general expenses out of the competitive account. Do you think we're free to do that now?
Well, let's look at it. We'll talk
Okay.
about it for next month. But
Okay.
Alrighty, so, the treasurer's report for the competitive program for the month ending June 2019, accepted and approved. DOC report, again, until all teams are created. Not gonna have much to say there. Registrar referee report, we're not gonna bother Shanoy with any more there. We kind of did a bunch of things while he's up there. Palm Beach Soccer League, the early registration is currently underway. I'll be placing teams in Palm Beach Soccer League early season. The South Florida League early season, the 6-game season, and the Premier League season, whatever they're calling it. Registration for all of those is also underway. And I'll continue to figure out where teams would be best fit, what leagues, what divisions each team should participate in, if any. Open comments from membership regarding competitive. Alrighty. Unfinished business, travel and lodging policies and procedures. This was, we had a workshop that was held last week. Previously, each of the board members was asked to prepare some suggestions regarding policies and procedures for traveling and lodging. Each member had provided that, and then we had a workshop scheduled where all of their ideas could be put together, and they can kind of come up with one thing that encompasses all of the suggestions that each of them individually did. If anybody would like to discuss that or let us know what the status or progress is with that. Is there a spokesperson?
I
on
have a
that?
draft,
Alrighty,
and I sent it out to everybody that was in the meeting, and I didn't get any responses, only one spelling correction, so it's
alright,
ready to be sent.
alright. Alrighty, why don't we go ahead then and, I guess have that, what are we in, July, August?
Did you read that?
Um,
Send it to him too, right?
our next,
I don't think so.
Okay,
Let's-
so we
I
need to
just,
send it to
I
you.
just wanna see the final thing, and that's.
Let's send it to you, and then we'll discuss it at the next board meeting.
All right, and we'll, hopefully we can adopt it at the next board meeting, which will be just in time for the beginning of the competitive season. Yes, alrighty, and thank you, guys. Cat's Field remains closed, until August 1st, 2 of the zones. The other 2 will remain closed until August 23rd. I've sent out practice schedules for the competitive program based on the existing closures. All practices will be held at Cats for the month of August, according to the practice schedule. If anybody wants to get a little head start, I've also advised the competitive teams, a couple of smaller parks that don't have lighting, if they want to run around out there, they're more than welcome to do that. It's nothing fancy, but it is grass. Balls, uniforms, training equipment. Sean, I know you were, I know you had ordered some balls and some training equipment for us, and,
Well, the training letters are in order.
Okay.
I gotta check on what's going on there. The balls, there's 100 balls over there right now.
all right,
And I think you said you wanted 20 more, and I gotta get the information from Sue for wherever she ordered
All
them.
right.
She's out of
I
town.
have it.
all right.
Okay, I'll get it from
Which
Vanessa then.
leads, which
Benicia.
leads, which leads us to Vanessa with the uniforms. You said you're in the process, you're gonna start ordering them?
Yes, uniforms will be finalized tonight
All right,
and sent, other than whoever I don't have a contract for. And the
Alrighty.
2 teams that are iffy.
yep. Alrighty,
Are we putting more training jerseys on there for the tryouts, or are we just gonna adjust that next year? You know how we were short the jerseys, the pennies? Were we
oh, the
gonna-
pin, Sue had gotten those.
She ordered them
Yeah,
already?
she had
Okay.
ordered
They've been
them.
replaced.
Yeah,
I put them away the other day.
yeah. Yeah, that's, yeah, she just, they just came in like a week or 2 ago, I think. Maybe even more than that, longer than that even, probably about a month ago they came in.
Okay.
They're in the box and they're all.
Alrighty. Player registration, paperwork, teams, all that stuff, let's just keep working together on that, Vanessa. And I know it's a pain, but it's like, you know, we just want to get everything
The only thing I have
solidified.
left to do is really just upload pictures now.
All right.
and To finish up the jersey numbers.
All right. And then Shinoy, what I do is when a player is added to a team, I go in and I sign them to our competitive program. All right, so that doesn't affect the FYSA roster at all, correct? All righty. All righty. Payments, and this is the huge thing, and we talked about this. This is gonna be like our grand opening, so to speak. You know what I mean? So we want to make sure it's done right. We can't practice too much on it because for every thing we get charged, like, so, you know, I mean, but we got to make sure it's working right too. I don't know if you want to contact Got Soccer and maybe have them help walk you through it, you know, on that.
Yeah, we'll have to get
Because
together
from
and
what it,
work on it together sometime.
from what I did, because I had contacted Got Soccer and they kind of were, you know, helping me out and explaining things to me, and I set it up a certain way, and it looks like the bank information is proper on our end. It's, I think all that's needed right now is people need to input their payment information under their player account. You guys have player accounts for your kids. Maybe go in there and see, you know, you test it like that way. Hey, do we put a credit card in there? How do we do it? Or whatever. Which brings us to new business. You see the manager meeting. I'd like Vanessa to kind of call for a manager meeting prior to, as quickly as possible, I guess.
I was gonna plan on doing it after we got back from the AGM meeting.
Okay, all right. I just wanted to give enough time to, yeah. Yeah, it would be way too quick. I was hoping to do it, to explain to the managers, so then the managers explain to the teams how to put the credit card stuff in the player accounts. You know what I mean? I'm trying to go through the managers to do that, just to save you having to communicate with everybody. Is that, you think, or no? What are your thoughts? That really shortens up the time, though, doing that.
Yeah, because I'm out of town all next week on a cruise, so I won't even be able to
Yeah, you leave
do
what
anything.
day?
Sunday.
She leaves Sunday, she's gone all week. I leave next Wednesday, I'm gone for a week and a half, so.
So what's gonna happen August 1st when Got Soccer is trying to pull money out?
I could go in and test it when I get back. It'll be before August 1st.
I know, but if people don't have their information put in there, it's
I don't
not
think they
gonna
can
be able-
pull anything without the credit card information.
But that's what I'm saying. Because because the way we have it set up is that money get pulled out on the 1st of each month.
Right.
August 1st,
So we need to try and
September
do this the
1st,
next few
October
days.
1st. That's what I'm saying. So now, August 1st, Got Soccer is gonna be dipping into these player accounts, looking to pull money out, and there's not gonna be anything for them to pull out, because no payment information's put in there.
So we're having a meeting tomorrow night, right? And we can kind of mention it too?
Yes,
Yeah, because managers will be there too.
Yes.
And I will give them their folders
managers.
with their teams, medical releases.
you know, maybe if you guys get a chance tonight or tomorrow morning or something like that, maybe just jump in maybe on one of your kids' accounts tonight or tomorrow,
like-
and just see if is it simple to just put your credit card information in there?
Probably have to pay my uniform fee for something,
Can you
right?
choose what
I
you
don't
want to
think I
pay?
did.
Like, I can do that. I can pay for the uniform fee.
Yeah,
Just
the
do a
uniform, the
transaction?
uniform thing, how did we do the uniform one? The uniform one,
Was it a separate?
it's a separate entry, and, yeah, that's not a monthly type of deal, that's like just a manual.
Just use our credit card
type
and
of thing.
do one of your kids. Use the club credit card.
Give the money back.
But it's not even so much pulling the money out. I wanna make sure it's a simple process to
Right,
put your
but-
payment information into your account. You know what
I mean, it should be, if it's anything like how when I have the payment wallet set up on our Got Soccer so that we could make a payment to Got Soccer after I say, it should be the same thing, it's pretty easy.
Right, well, hopefully,
Yeah,
well, let's just make
You
sure
wanna do a
though, under a
dummy one,
player
though.
account.
I'll mess
You
with
wanna do a
it.
dummy one to make sure it works.
I'll mess with
Right?
it
I mean,
tonight
that's what
when
you're
I'm.
saying, so just do one and use our,
It doesn't
use
even
our
have,
credit
it
card.
doesn't have to be a dummy one, just,
Well, I mean, do it on Micah or Joshua
or if somebody's,
as their payment for their thing and just see if it goes through, and if it should go through, fine. And that way, nobody's out of money. I mean, it's gonna cost us a few bucks for the transaction fee, but we wanna make sure it works.
Just a testing fee.
Yeah, it's, well,
Testing fee.
alrighty, alright. So just, yeah, again, the quicker the better. I mean, this is, we've been trying to do
right,
this
I'll
for
see
the
if I can do
past
something
year.
tonight.
Referee assignments and listening, oh, another thing, Shinoy, if you can. And I know that I'd spoken with you about this, and we did it for like 1 or 2 weeks, a list of the referees somehow. If you can just email that over to me or something like that, like the assignments.
It's on the Google Drive, so I mean, you have the link, so I have to click on the link.
Is there a link? Because I don't do that Google crap. I don't.
He needs you to send him the link every time. No, you have to send it to him every time.
Or you have to send it to me with permission or something, so I don't have to make an account or anything. I think yours, I no longer have, I think yours has been
Fixed it.
updating, I
Yes.
think.
Still send it to him.
All right. Anybody have anything else to add before we,
I have a question.
anybody other than Shinoy?
No, I have a question. The referee fee is gonna be the same? South Florida, Palm Beach League, if you know.
I don't know, I believe they're all gonna be the same.
Because if it's gonna be a meeting, you know, we're gonna go over the schedule and referee fee, I wanna be sure they,
Yeah, I might hold off on that for right now.
so, okay, the friendlies is gonna be the same, or depends on if it's something?
Depending on what the fees are for the leagues, I mean, it's only fair to fall in line with them. But, yeah, fees are gonna be the same. Alright. And just, when you guys are having, like, not this meeting, but the next managers meeting, you could just let me know, so I think, because there's some issues with moving players around and rosters and stuff like that, what it means with a previously
Oh,
rostered
that's-
player and that sort of stuff.
That's,
And I don't want to get into that argument again with somebody, because they don't
actually,
know.
I do want to speak to you, I'll speak to you after the meeting about, I just want to ask you how to do something.
Yeah.
All right, anything else?
Nope.
All right, we're good? Do your thing?
Motion to adjourn at 7:16 PM. Second.
I second that.
Any opposed? All righty, we are adjourned at 7:16 PM.
Okay.